Welcome back to the deep dive. Ever feel like the weight of, well, everything was on your shoulders?
Oh, tell me about it.
That's kind of the world Robert Cecil lived in, right?
Yeah, you could say that again.
Not some night out there for all to see.
No.
This guy, he was Queen Elizabeth's, well,
Right-hand man.
yeah, working behind the scenes.
Oh, absolutely.
During, like, one of the most turbulent times.
In English history.
We're going deep on this guy, this power broker. They called him the
Puppet master.
Puppet master of the Elizabethan court. We'll unpack his rise, his battles, and
His risky gamble? Oh, yeah?
when the Queen's reign finally ended.
Buckle up.
It's amazing how someone who, well, like the Shadows,
Preferred the shadows.
could have that much influence.
Right.
Cecil, he wasn't, like, born into power,
Not really, no.
but he learned it
Oh, he learned it from a master.
from a master,
His father.
his own dad.
The legendary Lord Burleigh.
Queen Elizabeth's, what was he?
Chief advisor.
Chief advisor. Talk about pressure.
Talk about pressure.
It's like being the son of a, I don't know,
A rock star.
a rock star. Only the stage is
The royal court.
royal court, and the fans,
Are
everyone
who wants
something from the Queen.
From the Queen, exactly. What was their dynamic like?
Burleigh, he was meticulous, you know,
Yeah.
a real strategist,
Uh-huh.
workaholic.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And he instilled in his son this importance of duty,
Hootie.
attention to detail,
Uh-huh.
and most importantly,
Yeah.
understanding human nature.
Oh, that's big.
Think about it. The Elizabethan court,
Yeah.
viper's nest,
Wow.
ambition, backstabbing,
Shifting alliances. Oh, yeah.
shifting alliances everywhere you looked.
And young Robert, front row seat.
Front row Cecil.
To all of it?
All of it.
It must have been like an intense apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Imagine you're in your 20s
Yeah.
watching your dad handle plots against the Queen.
Okay.
The threat of Mary, Queen of Scots.
Oh, wow.
And this constant anxiety
Abuse.
who would inherit the throne.
Oh, yeah.
That's Robert's training ground.
Wow.
He learned diplomacy,
Oh?
secrecy, and
Right.
how to maneuver
In that
intricate web
web
of
of relation. That's wild. It's like learning chess,
Yes.
but with, like,
Real consequences.
real consequences.
As we move.
For every move.
You bet.
So how'd Robert start making his own Aubert moves?
Well, one of his early kind of power plays
Okay.
was a strategic marriage.
Oh, interesting.
Now, we're not talking...
Love.
No. This is calculated alliance.
I see.
Elizabeth Brooke.
Oh, okay.
Close confidant of the Queen.
Wow.
This wasn't just a wife. This was like
Yeah.
access to the
that.
royal inner circle.
Whoa. Talk about a direct line
With Dirk.
to the Queen.
Yeah.
Did they, like, leave behind diaries?
Yeah.
Letters?
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
Frustratingly. The Brooke family, incredibly discreet.
Really?
No juicy gossip.
Oh, man.
But imagine the intel
Oh, yeah.
Robert was getting.
Just from, like,
Dinner conversations.
did he?
Learning to read the Queen's moods.
Wow.
Understanding her anxieties.
I see.
Anticipating her reactions.
Oh, for priceless.
Priceless information.
In that world.
Oh, absolutely.
And while he's playing this long game,
Yeah.
there's a new player, right?
Oh, yeah.
Entering the scene.
Earl of Essex.
Earl of Essex, okay.
Young, charismatic.
Okay.
Favorite of the Queen.
Were they, like, friends or foes from the start?
Their relationship.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
A blend of
Okay.
rivalry and, at times, grudging respect.
Okay.
They first met teenagers.
Oh, wow.
Cecil's father even served as
Essex.
Essex's guardian
Really?
for a time.
Okay.
Initially, might have seemed like mentorship.
Hmm,
But
okay.
as Essex's ambition grew,
Yeah.
so did the tension.
So we have these two ambitious guys,
You ambitious guys.
both vying for the Queens.
Absolutely.
Did this rivalry play out in, like, dramatic confrontations or?
No. Oh, subtle game. It was a dance.
Oof.
Veiled threats. Backhanded compliments.
I see.
Think about it. You can't just openly challenge.
The Queen's favorite.
No.
All right.
You have to outmaneuver.
Okay.
Undermine.
Subtly.
Subtly.
Got it.
Oh,
War of whispers. A war of whispers. That's a great way to put it.
isn't it?
So they're both trying to, like, curry favor with the Queen.
Yes.
But she's refusing to name an heir.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be.
Adding fuel to the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Big time.
The succession question.
Yeah.
The source of anxiety?
Really?
in the Elizabethan court. And
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this is where we see Robert playing the long game again,
Okay.
thinking generations ahead,
Wow.
just like his father.
So while everyone else is focused on, like, right now,
The present,
he's already thinking about
what
what
comes afterwards.
comes after Elizabeth.
Exactly.
Oh.
He understands
Yes.
smooth transition of power,
Okay.
crucial
Yeah.
for England's stability.
Okay.
He sees the potential chaos
Wow.
for civil war,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if there's no clear heir.
Wow.
And taking a huge risk, he begins
Yeah.
secret communications
With James the Sixth of Scotland.
Hold on, secret communications with, like, the potential rival to the throne.
That's right. He's playing a
Dangerous game.
dangerous game.
Oh, it was a gamble.
Wow.
One wrong move,
Yeah.
treason.
That's it. Yeah.
But this is where Robert's understanding of human nature
Yeah.
really shines.
Okay.
He chooses his confidants carefully,
Okay.
builds a clandestine network,
Yeah.
and most importantly,
Yeah.
make sure his contact, the Scottish court,
Yeah.
remains completely oblivious. The real plan.
That's incredible.
Right.
So he's basically
Running a spy ring.
a spy ring while still
The
holding
right positions.
a high position in Elizabeth's court.
Yeah.
How did he?
Keep it all under wraps.
Yeah.
$1 million question.
Right.
Part of it was the culture of secrecy that permeated the Elizabethan court information
Yeah.
was power.
Uh-huh.
Knowing when to hold your cards close.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Makes
But it also speaks to
yeah.
Cecil's ability to
Compartment
maintain that facade
uh-huh.
while plotting
behind the scenes.
behind the scenes.
Master of deception.
You could say that again.
So we've got this master manipulator,
Right.
this like spy master in the making,
In the making.
pulling strings to like ensure a stable future for England.
Crazy.
What does all this tell us about Robert Cecil?
It shows us a man
Yeah.
driven by sense of duty.
Okay.
Yes, but
Yeah.
also someone who understands that power,
Yeah.
operates in the shadows.
In the shadows. Huh?
He's willing to make tough choices,
Okay.
to operate in secrecy,
Uh-huh.
and to take risks
That others wouldn't.
that others wouldn't.
Ah,
And he's only just begun.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Greeny there.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We left off with Robert Cecil, kind of playing a very dangerous game, right?
Oh, he was.
Secretly talking to James the Sixth of Scotland.
Uh-huh.
Talk about walking a tightrope.
Between ambition and treason.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing he kept those lines from getting tangled.
Oh, yeah.
From Elizabeth
I'm
Irish.
not a fan anyone
Oh.
discussing the succession.
Oh, right.
She saw it as a threat.
Makes sense.
Cecil had to be really careful.
So how did he do it?
Pull it off.
Yeah, without, like,
See-
raising suspicion.
Yeah. I mean, that Elizabethan court.
Oh, it was a hotbed.
I got.
Gossip, intrigue.
Oh, yeah.
Cecil was a mess. Ah,
Compartmentalization.
yeah.
He had to be.
Okay.
Chose his confidants wisely.
Yeah.
Trusted intermediaries, you know.
Yeah.
Understood the gravity
The situation.
of the situation, yeah.
Right.
Even a hint
Yeah.
of disloyalty to Elizabeth Curtins
Yeah.
for his career,
Oh, wow.
maybe even his life.
It's like something out of a spy novel.
Isn't it?
Secret meetings, coded messages, like,
Hidden agendas.
yeah.
Did anyone ever suspect?
Yeah, did they?
Definitely whispers, rumors circulating
Okay.
within the court, yeah.
Right.
But Cecil, always one step ahead.
Right.
He cultivated this image.
Oh.
Loyalty,
Dedication
to Elizabeth.
to Elizabeth, yeah. But the whole time,
doing his own game,
behind the scenes,
behind the scenes.
in all this, while navigating the drama
Oh, constant drama.
of the court with rivals
Like Essex?
like Essex vying for power.
It really is.
It's like a political chess match.
Chess match, but with
Yeah.
incredibly high stakes.
You said
And the succession issue, it's like a,
ticking time bomb.
yeah, it is.
Everyone knew Elizabeth, she
Yeah.
couldn't rule forever.
Right.
But no one
Dared to discuss
cared to discuss.
what would happen next.
Exactly.
So how did Cecil, like, approach this?
This sensitive issue.
Yeah, he couldn't just ignore it.
No, he couldn't.
Right.
Well, unlike some who
Yeah.
are just angling for personal gain,
Uh-huh.
Cecil, he was genuinely concerned the future of England.
Wow, okay.
He saw James as
Yeah.
the most stable option,
Okay.
someone who could unite England and Scotland
Wow.
and avoid that civil war
Oh, yeah.
that plagued the country
In the past.
in the past.
So he's not just thinking about, like, himself.
No.
He's thinking about
Long-term stability of memory.
nation.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
It speaks to his
Yeah.
strategic thinking.
Mhm.
Okay. Ability to see beyond
Okay. Just the immediate,
of the court.
right?
He was playing the long game
Okay.
and the succession.
Yeah.
Just one piece
Of the puzzle.
of the puzzle, yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's be real.
Okay.
He wasn't a saint.
No,
He was ambitious, right?
of course ambition
Yeah.
was a factor,
Okay.
but I think tempered by sense of duty
Okay.
and understanding of the consequences.
Yeah.
If the succession went wrong,
Right.
handled poorly.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed ambition
Okay.
and I'd say patriotism.
Patriotism. And it's all happening while there's a war with Spain.
Backdrop of war.
How did he handle all that?
It's remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
Juggling multiple crises,
Like,
war,
okay.
religious tensions, succession question,
Yeah.
and all while dealing with
Like Essex.
Essex, who were constantly...
Trying to undermine him.
It's like he was living in a, I don't know, a pressure cooker.
With the heat turned up.
Yeah.
Did he ever crack?
I know, right?
Under the strain.
Yeah.
He definitely had his moments.
Okay.
But his resilience.
Yeah.
Incredible ability to compartmentalize, you know?
Yeah.
Focus on the task
Uh-huh.
without letting the pressure
Get to him.
get to him. Yeah.
Remember while dealing with
his own limitations.
Right, his physical limitations.
Yes.
We haven't even talked about that.
No, we haven't.
He had, wasn't it a curvature of the spine?
Curvature of the spine.
Yeah.
He was often described as small,
Physical thing.
hunchbacked. Wow,
Yeah.
not the image.
That usually comes to mind when we think of
Powerful figure.
a powerful figure. Yeah.
Right.
It's almost like he had to work
Yeah.
harder, be even more
Clever, cunning.
to overcome.
Those perceptions.
Absolutely.
Couldn't rely on
Yeah.
physical intimidation
Okay.
or charisma
Like some of his rivals?
like some of his rivals.
Well-
He had to win through
Yeah.
strategy,
Okay.
his intellect,
Uh-huh.
and his ability to anticipate
Oh, his opponent's moves.
his opponent's moves. Yeah.
It's fascinating how his physical limitations
Yeah.
might have
Contributed to success.
contributed to his success. Yeah.
He had to like outsmart them.
Outsmart them.
Play a more
Subtle game.
subtle game.
It's a great example.
Yeah.
How adversity
Yeah.
forges unexpected strengths.
Wow. That is a good point.
And speaking of adversity,
Yeah.
things are about to get
Yeah.
more challenging.
More challenging for Cecil?
Remember,
Yeah.
Elizabeth eventually
Dies.
dies,
Stays.
takes the throne.
Right. His gamble.
He
went
is
off.
off. But that doesn't mean his problems are over.
No, of course not.
Not at all.
Right.
New court,
Okay.
new power dynamics,
Right.
new rivals,
New rivals.
and then, of course,
Yeah.
the gunpowder plot.
Oh,
An
yeah.
event that would
Test his abilities.
test his abilities
like never before.
never before
And cast a shadow.
over his later years.
Okay, we're on the edge of our seats.
Aren't we?
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been talking about Robert Cecil.
Right. The man who
Pulled strings.
pulled strings, absolutely.
In the Elizabethan court.
Yes.
Orchestrated a smooth, well, you know,
Transition
of power to
to King James.
King James. But just when you think, okay, he can relax,
Right.
boom, the gunpowder plot
Talk about a trial by fire.
literally explodes on the scene. Talk about a trial by fire.
It is fascinating how this event
Yeah.
could have just shattered. I mean, the kingdom
Oh,
becomes this defining moment
For Cecil.
for Cecil.
Some historians say it exposed
A weakness. Yeah.
a weakness in his, what was it?
Intelligence network.
Yeah, a blind spot. A blind spot he hadn't anticipated.
So the master strategist,
Right.
the guy who was always like one step ahead,
Always one step ahead.
gets caught off guard.
Amazing.
That's got to be a blow to his ego.
The pressure
Yeah.
he's under.
Right.
Not just responsible for uncovering the truth,
Right.
but also protecting the king,
Okay. Yeah.
reassuring the public,
Uh-huh.
quelling this potential for chaos.
Oh, man.
And then on top of all that,
yeah.
whisper
Whispers that.
that maybe, just maybe,
This is-
Cecil had a hand in
Wait,
it.
some people thought he was behind it.
Some people did.
Why would they think that?
It's the nature of power, isn't it?
Yeah. I can.
Whenever there's a crisis,
Mm-hmm.
people look for someone to blame.
Right.
Especially those who, you know,
Benefit.
seem to benefit from the outcome.
Yeah.
And Cecil,
Yeah.
always a bit of an enigma.
He was operating in the shadows.
In the shadows.
So he has to defend himself, but also figure out who really did it.
at the same time.
That's a lot.
Oh, absolutely to handle.
But this is where you see Cecil's
What was it?
resilience.
Resilience, okay.
He dives into the investigation,
Okay.
meticulously
Huh.
piecing together evidence,
Wow.
interrogating suspects,
Okay.
working tirelessly.
To uncover.
The truth.
Did he ever, like, find out?
Who was responsible?
Yeah, and did he manage to,
Clear his name.
clear his name?
Oh, the plotters. They were
Yeah.
identified, brought to justice.
Uh,
But those whispers about Cecil,
yeah.
they persisted.
Really?
It's a reminder
No.
that even when you operate
With the best.
with the best intentions, even when you're trying to do
He's right.
what's right
Mm-hmm.
for your country,
Yeah.
there will always be
Doubters.
those who doubt you.
Yeah.
See conspiracy.
Everywhere. In every shadow.
It is a bit tragic, isn't it? This guy dedicates his life to serving the crown,
Right.
navigating treacherous waters,
You said it.
and then he ends up being suspected.
Of the very thing.
The very thing he was trying to prevent.
It speaks to, I think, the burden of
Yeah.
leadership.
Okay.
The price you pay
Yes.
for operating
In the corridors of power.
in the corridors of power. Yeah.
And remember,
Mm-hmm.
through all of this,
Yeah.
Cecil's battling
His own ailments.
physical ailments
Pushing himself
to the limit.
on the limit.
He was a
Yeah.
workaholic,
Yeah.
driven
by that
by that sense of duty,
sense of duty, yeah.
almost to a fault,
It's like he's carrying the weight of the kingdom
isn't it?
on his shoulders.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
No wonder he's not remembered as this
Charismatic.
charismatic.
Yeah. Larger than life figure.
Exactly, Cecil.
Yeah.
He wasn't about
The spotlight.
the spotlight, no.
Right.
He was about
Results, he thrived.
in the shadow,
The shadows,
Yeah.
pulling strings, making deals,
ensuring,
stability, even if
Yeah.
it meant sacrificing his own health,
his health and
his reputation.
his reputation.
What's the takeaway
What can we learn?
from Robert Cecil? This shadowy figure
Yes,
who
well.
shaped Elizabethan England.
Yeah.
His story reminds us true leadership.
Yeah.
It's not always about
Charisma
charisma,
or being in the spotlight.
seeking the limelight.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
making those tough choices,
Okay.
operating behind the scenes,
Uh-huh.
and accepting that sometimes
Yeah.
the best intentions
Yeah.
met with
Suspicions.
doubt.
It's a reminder that history
Yeah.
is often made
By those,
by those willing to,
do the hard work,
do the hard work.
even if it means
Yeah.
staying out of the spotlight.
Out of the spotlight. Wow.
And that sometimes
Yeah.
the most effective leaders are the
Yeah.
ones we never fully
Understand.
understand,
Sure.
remain shrouded in mystery.
Robert Cecil,
The puppet master.
the puppet master of the Elizabethan court.
A man
Yeah.
of
Unwavering
unwavering dedication
to his country.
to his country.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.